Ari and I had a great conversation. Ari and I talk at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
So let's say I don't do nothing.
Which is noon for Ari, if anybody
It's
doesn't
noon
know.
for Ari.
Yeah.
So especially when he was in New York.
Oh, yeah.
I'd call him at midnight. He's just walking in the fucking door with a slice of pizza. Happy
Exactly.
to hear from me.
I did the same thing a lot.
3 a.m. And we were talking about when you're a comic. You go through different phases. You go through the 6-year phase, the 10-year phase. Now you start getting a little bit of success. What's success? Not a TV show. People calling you, they're giving you work. They're asking you to be a part of different fucking things, whatever the fuck
money
it is.
work, too. Money
work.
Like, let me give you $150 to feature. You're like, wow, okay, that's a big show, and I'm featuring for a big guy.
You're not breaking the bank. You're not telling, when you make a deposit, they're not inviting you to the back room or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on back here.
You don't have to sign extra paperwork.
Yeah. No. It's just something. And all of a sudden, you make personal decisions like anything else. This is like, all right, let me put it in layman's term. One of you motherfuckers opens up an iPhone shop. Joey, what's an iPhone shop? You go in, I fix the fucking screen.
You buy a case.
I buy the case. I sell charges.
Headphones.
You don't want insurance, so you come to see me. Mm-hmm. And you know what? I don't do too bad at $45 a pop, plus $62.50 an hour, whatever they charge you. In the glass, it's like fucking $800-900 a day in my little fucking place. I pay $1,000 rent, and guess what happens now?
Okay.
Guess what happens 10 years in? Some motherfucker moves in and does the same shit I do for $10 left down the corner. What do you do, Lee?
You can't lower your price because then he'll lower his price, right?
I mean, what do? You live with it. At night, you go home as a business owner now. This motherfucker wants to open up now, and my kid's going to college. Right. Like, my kid's 2 years away from going to college, and this motherfucker wants to open up now. So what do? You get insecure. You start thinking about lighting the guy's business on fire and doing a bunch of shit, but you don't think about...
Jewish lightning,
Jewish lightning. You don't think about the essential, Thibault. You don't go like, what? I needed that, because that means I got to bring my game to the forefront. No more coming in here at 9:30. The door says 9. Why are you coming? You know what I'm saying? Like, you yourself catch yourself. We all do. We all do go, you know what, man? I've been fucking slipping lately. What the fuck am I doing buying white bread? Like the other day, my wife bought white bread. And I caught myself I go, Terry, what happened to the wheat bread? I didn't think what think? I never said nothing. You the one that told me they didn't have it at Ralph's, so you got the white bread, now you bought it again. I don't understand when the fucking rules changed. It was wheat bread for the last 8 fucking years.
Well, that's the thing for me, and I actually wanted to ask Thibault, is like, I hate change. Like, I get...
Everybody does.
Everybody does.
But I get anxiety about, like, I just finished a TV show. I had to pick a new one. I was like, I was sitting at home wondering today, like, is part of the issue with getting like sober that you're scared of like changing, like Absolutely. That change scares
100%,
you?
100%. But I think there's a great saying, which is the pain that you're in has to exceed the fear of change before you take the effort. So until you're in enough pain, you're not going to face because the fear of change is high. So your pain level is going to be up and down right around there. But the minute that pain exceeds the fear of change, you're not going to do shit till then.
Jeez,
so eventually you wind up in enough pain that you go, fuck it, man. I'd rather face this fear of change than be in this amount of pain this much. Does that make sense, man?
Yeah, absolutely. Like it took, I had to get to 315 pounds before I started losing weight. That that's
a
crazy.
human condition, man.
Yeah.
The human condition is like, I'm in enough pain that I'm willing to face this fear of change, which is huge. It's huge, So addicts and alcoholics and people like that always have our level of that, difference is much bigger than most people.
You'll put yourself through a lot of shit.
Yeah.
For no
you're
reason.
like, cool, man. I'll be homeless and I'll, do whatever. I'll be homeless and sell drugs and sleep on people's couches before I'm willing to change. Like normal people make a change much quicker than addicts and alcoholics do. You know what I'm saying?
I saw this great, because of all the rain here in LA, they did this video series like Fox with like a couple different homeless people. And like the 2 or 3 that they showed were all like, one was like an engineer before, and one was just a good guy, but his wife died. So and he couldn't handle it. And I was just like, I couldn't imagine letting some, like, if Paula died or if someone died, I'd get sad, but I couldn't imagine letting your life go to ruins. It's I guess that's the difference with like addiction or something.
It's not ruins. It's that. It's a tough thing. What's that expression? One man's pizza is another man's turkey, or something like that. One man's gumbo.
Trash is treasure.
Yeah, nobody knows how people are going to handle things.
Pizza and turkey.
Listen, my father died. My friend died. My mom died. And I'll tell you what devastated
you've been to
me
the
the
ringer,
most.
Joe.
Well, yeah,
I'll tell you
that's-
what
Ringer.
devastated me the most, the divorce.
Really?
That divorce took 4 years to settle my head in anger.
Really?
And another 5 years to get rid of pain. It was a 9-year thing.
Yeah.
Because I can't imagine how somebody feels when they're in court. And this guy that me and you killed together, you and I snorted coke together, you and I fucked the chick together in the ass and dumped her. Just 1,000 things we did together. And all of a sudden one day it ends and you're sitting in court and you're facing 25 years and Joe Diaz is looking at you, telling the court everything he said. You know what, man? If I know Jayson Thibault, you think Jayson Thibault gives a fuck about doing time? Right. Jayson Thibault knew the life. He knew that someday
Jayson Thibault's done time.
he's gonna fucking do time, and he's gonna, he's moving this. He's shooting people. He's involved in loan sharking or whatever. And now this day has come. Do you know what Thibault's angry about? That his best fucking friend is doing this. You can't recover from that.
Yeah.
Some people cannot recover from that.
From like betrayal?
That betrayal,
That's what it is,
it stings. It destroys who the fuck you are. You can't wrap. Listen, people fold when they can't wrap their heads around something. Do you understand me? People fold when you cannot. A lot of things happen to you, but when you can't wrap your hand around it, your head around it. Mm-hmm. When I was 16, I could not wrap my head around the fact that there was a God. Once I buried my mother, I was like, don't you ever mention God around.
Do you believe now?
Yes.
How long did it take?
More than ever.
How long did it
More than
take?
ever.
Same for me.
Whether it's God, a
It's
Buddha,
something. It's
a
something.
black, a Chinese, a Jew with a machine gun, there's something out there that shows you the love of your work. And I'm not getting religious here. I'm not being a whatever, but I see it. Last night, guys, last night, I went through a batch of anxiety, so I stopped eating edibles. I was just smoking pot. I was having a great time. And last night I'm typing, I'm trying to write, I'm thinking, I'm drinking coffee, and I look over. There's a picture of whatever, me and Terry, but there's a little thing there, and there's a cookie, a pot cookie that's been in there for like a month. I think it was old. It had
Just
mold.
on your shelf?
It had
randomly?
mold on it. Yeah,
Only
it was
Joey
mold.
has,
It
like,
was in
A
a wrapper.
moldy.
Like
cookie.
a treasure
Because I
hunt.
gave it all away. People gave it to me,
Sure.
and I gave it to
And we
to-
do get a lot of stuff like
Right.
that.
So I gave it away, and I left this cookie that was a strong cookie, and I cut it, and I ate half of it.
A moldy cookie.
A moldy cookie, and I fucking ate half of it.
Monster.
I threw the other half away. Then an hour later, I went back and took another bite out of the garbage. You know me, I'm a professional. And then I threw it away. But the point is, like at 10 o'clock, I was wiped out, and I went to bed. I swear to God, this happened to me, guys. At 3 o'clock in the morning, I didn't even know what time it was.
Yeah.
I just opened my eyes. It was dark. It was fucking freezing. I had the blanket over my head. It's freezing in my room. And the first thing that came to my mind was January 7th, 2006. If I would have said, Terry, can I talk to you for a second? And she would have said, yeah. Listen, here's the deal. I'm going to stop doing blow. I'm going to get my life together. We're going to get married. And we're going to have a baby. Not just a little baby, but a cute little fucking baby. That's a monster. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's no way she would have believed that. There's no way. I sat there in bed and giggled. And as we were walking Mercy to school this morning, I go, hey, I got to ask you something. If I would have sat you down January 2006 and told you we were going to get married, I was going to stop doing blow. Not only that, we're going to have a kid. Would you ever fucking believe it? We were both howling. Howling. Like, she's like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
All this happened because I stopped doing blow.
Yeah.
Like there was another world out there. I thought I was living.
That's what
for the
people don't
Lord.
get.
I thought I was living. I wasn't alive. I was dead because there was a whole nother world out there that I wasn't exploring, that the coke wouldn't let me explore emotionally. And I think of that line right there. There's got to be a God. You know, I lost my other daughter when she was about 18 months. From 18 months to 5 years, it got worse and worse and worse. I was only seeing her once a week. Mm-hmm. And I feel like I'm picking up where I got taken away. Like I'm just picking this up with mercy. This doesn't happen. This doesn't happen to a guy like me. So there has to be something out there that the stars align. I love to tell you that. I love to tell you that this happened because I deserved it or not. No. This happened because I suffered. I paid my fucking dues.
Yeah.
I paid my fines. I replaced the karma. I had fucked a lot of people, and I got a fucking a little handout from somebody. Could be when I die. I don't know who's gonna be up there and go, "Hey, I took care of you." I hope it's a Jew fucking guy that got fucking like stabbed in Auschwitz, and he loved me. His spirit fell in love with me, and now he's granting me all these good things. You know what I'm saying?